Hello, beautiful people. Losing Drea here, and today it is Monday, the 30th of September, and I'm pretty much just sitting here in a parking lot waiting. We've been doing a bit of running around since way early this morning. We got up. Hubby needed to go for some blood tests, and you know how these doctors are, their offices and their assistants. I don't know, they didn't order things correctly, and we went on Friday, we were there, and they knew that they needed to do blood work, but they didn't say or do anything about it, and it was on something that was faxed to them and not something that was told to us, and anyways, long story short, we found out his surgery is going to be October 14th, and he, for anybody who's just tuning in, is going to be going for the sleeve gastrectomy, the one where they do not divert the intestine. So, options were, there was where you're sleeved where they do divert the intestine, or you're sleeved where they don't, or you do the Roux-en-Y, or the lap band. And the lap band seems to have the slowest and littlest amount of weight, which basically what they were saying, the amount of weight you take off with the sleeve, with the lap band, is about the same or less than what I have in the past was capable of taking off. I just want to say for anybody also just tuning in or might have the question, which I just seen this come up in a group that I just joined this morning in Facebook for bariatric people, that, you know, some people will have greater weight loss success in fewer amount of weeks or months than others. And it's all dependent on a couple of different factors, but the main one being the size they are when they start out. The heavier you are when you start out with weight loss surgery, the more weight loss you're probably going to be able to attain in the least amount of time than other people who are possibly lighter than you when they go in for surgery. Also, then following those are factors like how much protein you get in and how much exercise and activity you have throughout the day. Somebody had lost about 145 or so pounds within 6 months of having, I believe, RNY. So, and that's awesome anyways, regardless. But the weight might have been at a significant amount to begin with. And I think carrying around that weight when you're doing the right thing is exercise in itself that you can't even imagine. It's like carrying weights or cans of soups in bags or something. You know, you have that extra body weight on you. It's taking you more energy and effort to get around, to walk, to get up, to even from a seated position or get out of bed, so on and so forth. So everything you do is dependent on your weight. And then the factor, are you a man or a woman? Also, men, they say, lose weight faster than women. So there's many different things, and everybody's different. And also the elasticity of your skin is different from person to person. So while some people might not have a lot of excess skin during weight loss, it might not have anything to do with the fact that they exercised more or less, or did more upper body strength training than lower body strength training or less, or any of that. It could be that they just have really good genes and good skin elasticity, and they were able to lose the weight in a manner which allowed them, through exercise, or I would imagine exercise is the key, to lose the weight and be able to not have a lot of issues with skin. With that said, one of the problems that I worry about through natural weight loss even is the possibility of skin. I do not exercise a lot. I have problems with my back, problems with my knees. It kind of keeps me from being in fear of mobility. I will walk, I will go to the grocery store when my lower back is not out. I have sciatic nerve problems. I believe that's what it is. I'm one of these people who do not have insurance, so I have not gone to check it out. I do plan on one day having insurance, and I don't want a pre-existing condition. So there's many factors that keep me from going to the hospital or doctor and finding out what the problem is. And my back was out this time around for quite a while. Going on almost 3 weeks now since I'm still having a little bit of a problem. I'm up, I'm walking. The pain is not as bad. I can sneeze and cough. I do it carefully because I still have that like recollection of the pain associated with the sneezing, but I get through it now, and there is no pain involved with that. It's mostly standing and walking, or if I sit a little bit when I get up from a seated position, I have this little tinge back there. But anyways, I wanted to go over my weight before I get like really, really into a long video. This one's already over 5 minutes. I started out my fresh restart on the 26th of August, and I was 235.2, and now I am 227.8 on Monday the 30th. So this is week 5, and this week I've lost 1.8 pounds from last week's weight of 229.6. And last week I had a 2.2 pound loss from 2 weeks before. Week 3, my back was out, so I did not weigh myself. I couldn't stand long enough without assistance to properly weigh myself and get a proper weight. Because if you're holding onto a walker or something, obviously you can't put your whole full body weight down on a scale. And I wasn't really that great of like getting dressed and undressed without excruciating pain. So week 3, I did not do a Sunday weigh-in nor a this fresh restart Monday weigh-in. So I'm doing 2 weigh-ins for any of those of you who are tuning in. And I'm sorry if I keep looking away. There's sun like beaming to the outer left corner of my eye here, the opposite of where I'm holding this phone, so you guys don't get the glare. But I'm doing both. So I have my Sunday weigh-ins and I have my Monday weigh-ins. I don't have my Sunday weigh-in sheet with me, but I believe this was the 107th week weigh-in for Sundays, and I have lost a total of 72 point some odd pounds. I don't remember the exact numbers. And with this weigh-in at 227.8 from 235.2, I've lost about, and why I didn't calculate it, I don't know, but I think it's about 7.4 pounds since the 26th, which isn't bad at all. For me, especially lately, I think this is hella terrific. And I'd like to really just continue on this path and keep on going, and hopefully, without sabotage from others in my family, I will be able to stick to what I'm doing, and hopefully in the next few months be able to take off a significant amount of weight like I did in the beginning in October 2nd, 2011 when I first began my journey. Because I was doing like really, really good then with limited mobility, the exercise. I have a sit-down position. I work 8 to 12 hours a day sitting on my butt, only getting up to go to the bathroom or the kitchen or going places during the day, like I would go to the grocery store, however, and on occasion I would get on the Wii, which after I moved here to where I live in Southwest Florida, turned out I was getting pains and stuff that was aggravating my lower back and causing me some issues to fear doing anything more extreme than what I was doing. So I kind of like laid off of that. I was even going to the gym. I laid off of that. I got a treadmill. I laid off of that because I had problems with every time I tried to use these certain items and materials and do what I needed to do. So there's going to be some alternatives. Hubby and he's got some issues going on medically. He's got a torn meniscus or a tear or something going on. I don't even know. I don't understand. The doctors say one thing and then they say another. But he's got some issues with his back, lower back, and his knees as well. So the two of us are going to probably try to do the best we can with whatever exercises we can come up with together. And he's going to be going on a liquid diet. He's on a no-carb diet now, trying to stay away from breads and pastas and stuff. Trying to get it out of his system. If you can stay 7 days, at least 7 days, it gets continually a lot easier to stay away from the carbs and stuff as you're getting them out of your body. And I'm seeing that now, and it's great. I've been eating a lot of lettuce wraps. 30 calories, turkey slice, mustard on a leaf of romaine lettuce, and I'll eat like 3 slices of turkey, and I'll make each of them on the lettuce, each like half, like cut them in half. I'll put either 2 halves on one lettuce, do that twice, and then take the other one, and maybe have like 4 leaves of lettuce, 3 slices of turkey, and some mustard. Now, I was considering mustard at 5 calories a serving, couple squirts, 10 there is no calories whatsoever in mustard. Not in French's mustard anyways. So, you know, I was over-calculating my calories, but it was helping me because it was helping me to maintain. I hate looking up at the camera. No. Yeah. Up. I like looking up at the camera. Looking down, my face looks really, really fat. And I'm not as fat as this phone makes me look. Not in the face anyways. So yeah, basically, I'm a little over 10 minutes, so that's all I wanted to say. I've had great success this week with both my Sunday weigh-ins and my Monday weigh-ins, and I'm definitely back on track with my fresh restart, which again started on August 26th. And, you know, I'm coming up. October 2nd is going to be my 2-year anniversary for when I started my original weight loss for my Sunday weigh-ins. So, I'm going to try to do a video for that to basically show befores and afters and stuff. I have a lot of trouble still sitting, so I hope I can get to that and have that out to you guys on time. I also have another video I'm going to be posting that I did last week on Thursday when we were heading out to see the bariatric surgeon for my husband, and I did a video that was probably about 16 minutes or so in length, explaining the fact that he was going for the surgery type he was going for, and so on and so forth. And the interesting fact that, you know, my mother lives with us. It's myself, my husband, and my mother. Or should I say my husband, my mother, and myself. And she's had Roux-en-Y gastric bypass surgery 9+ years post-op. And he's going in for the sleeve gastronomy, or sleeve gastrectomy. I'm sorry, gastronomy. I made it sound astrological. It is worldly to him, though. It does mean the world and to many others. But yeah, pretty much outside of that, I have not had the surgery, don't have the option through insurance nor finance to get the surgery. And since I've been a success of losing over 70 some odd pounds now to date, without it, even though it has been a struggle, and I know I could have lost more and could lose more with it, I'm still a candidate. My BMI is still up there. I'm out of the 40 point whatever BMI, I'm happy to say, and I'm into the 30s, but I'm still like 39.1, I think it was when I checked it. But that's still a candidate, at least through the weight loss surgery center that my husband is going through to, which is Gulf Coast Bariatric Surgery Center. And it's Dr. Bass, for anybody that wants to know. He originates from Hollywood, Florida. He had a practice there and then moved over here to the Southwest Florida area in Fort Myers. And he is a bariatric surgery of excellence. He does have the qualifications to do what Medicare requires. Medicaid does not require that, you know, excellence, seal of excellence. And Medicare is slowly doing away with it. So keep that in mind. I believe I mentioned that in the video that I did, that I'm also going to be uploading, that's 16 minutes long from on Thursday. With that, be happy, be healthy, be beautiful, but just be you. Be the boss of your loss if you're on a weight loss journey. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.